Hi guys, it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by. Today I will be reviewing and talking to you guys about two famous niche fragrances. These are two musks which are, one can say, legendary. The first fragrance, it is called Unspoken Musk, and this one it is from Francesca Bianchi. This is relatively new in my collection, and the second one, it is Bruno Accampora Musk. Bruno Accampora Musk, this is a fragrance that I have had in my collection, and I have had this fragrance in various different variations. I have not really done a full review of this fragrance on this channel, but I have mentioned this in various videos. I recently picked up the Eau de Parfum version of this fragrance, so I will be going through this with you guys, more just talking about this fragrance. For this video, I will start with Unspoken Musk by Francesca Bianchi. This musk, it is made in Italy. It says that all of the raw materials in the fragrance are sourced from grass in France, and the fragrance does not contain any animal ingredients. This is what the packaging looks like, and the actual fragrance, it's in here. This fragrance, it is classified as an amber fragrance for men and women, and it is, I can say, really a unisex fragrance. I mean, these days all fragrances I have noticed are being classified as unisex. This is a true unisex scent, and really how this is projected onto the skin will really depend on the individual skin chemistry. This is what the spray looks like. This is 30 milliliters. And this is very basic packaging. You can say that Francesca Bianchi, she is really, I would say, a niche independent perfumer. I am wearing this fragrance at the moment. I already sprayed this about, I would say, 15 minutes ago on my skin. So I wanted to have the dry down of this fragrance on my skin when I get to this section of the review. By the way, on the cap, it does have the Francesca Bianchi logo. The opening of this fragrance, when this fragrance is first sprayed, it has a very, I would say, strong opening. It does not behave like this would be a musk fragrance. The notes, the opening notes are listed as bergamot and immortal. I can sense a bit of the immortal note in that there is a bit of greenness in the opening of this fragrance. The other notes, which are very pronounced, you can say, it has a very earthy, animalic opening. I can see how this can be a put-off for some people. Honestly, it does not smell like a musk. What I really get in this opening, it is a bit of Serge Lutens, Musk Kubla Khan, this very strong civet note, and also greenness and earthiness. This is really a niche fragrance, and what niche fragrances should be. This fragrance has a very long development phase. It takes about 15 minutes for the opening of this fragrance to really settle, and for people who are not really appreciative of a strong animalic note, this could be a problem, because if you are really waiting for a soft, delicious, easygoing musk, for the first 15 minutes you will think, oh my god, this is really not what I was expecting. But honestly, I am so happy I tried this fragrance. I don't have problems with animalic notes, so it wasn't such a problem for me. I was wondering, oh my god, when will I get really a nice musk note? After about 15 minutes, this fragrance finally starts to develop into a musk fragrance. But prior to this, there are very nice buttery notes of iris mixed with some hints of floral, and a musk aroma starts to appear. It is a wonderful transformation from the opening to the point of where it starts to behave as a musk fragrance. When the musk finally opens and materializes in this fragrance, this is so beautiful. I am really so happy that I picked this up, because after about 15 minutes, this musk, it is different, but at the same time, you can say it is addictive. You want more and more, and you want it to continue. The transformation of Unspoken Musk, it goes through so many different phases where different notes start to appear on the skin. Every time I sniff my skin, I get different notes, and you are in a different development phase of this fragrance. After this fragrance settles, Unspoken Musk, this becomes such a beautiful, soft musk fragrance on the skin, with hints of very sweet woods, and also the musk. It is, you can say, a very fluffy, I wouldn't call it powdery, but it is soft, and there are also still some very slight hints of this animalic note, and all of this creates this beautiful fragrance. What I love about this is that the patchouli note in the dry down of the fragrance, it still has a bit of this earthiness, but it is very comforting. It is not too sweet, but at the same time, it is not a dry musk. I absolutely love sleeping with this fragrance, because I find this fragrance to be so wonderful the next day when I can smell this on my skin, on my clothes, on my bed sheets. It is just a beautiful fragrance. It is not for everyone, because you do have to get through this opening the first 15 minutes, which is, like I said, it is a bit strange. But after this phase of the fragrance, this is pure enjoyment. The longevity of this fragrance, it is also superb. This lasts a very long time. It is not beast mode, it just goes and goes and goes. This is a fragrance, it just keeps giving, it never stops. And the longer it is on the skin, the more beautiful it becomes. For me, this one is a keeper. It is really a niche fragrance in that it is a different take on musk. This is not a fragrance where I can say in my collection I already have this. It does have slight resemblances to Musk Kubla Khan, but I am only using this for comparison for this animalic note. Other than that, this is a genuinely new fragrance. I give this fragrance a 10 in terms of rating, that it is different, it is something original, it is something new. Francesca Bianchi, she does sell sample sets on her website, so this would be a good way to sample this fragrance. It is a bit pricey, so if you can get to order samples of this from a Decant website or from Francesca Bianchi herself, I would say it would be worth it to get 2 or 10 milliliters of this to start with. Really an awesome fragrance. Just to give you the full notes on this, the opening, like I said, it's immortal and bergamot. The heart note, it is iris and magnolia, and the base of this fragrance, it is musk, castrium, vanilla, civet. Honestly, I do not sense much this tonka bean note in this fragrance. There's sandalwood, it is beautifully done. The patchouli also adds this nice earthiness, combined a bit with immortal, and then there is also cypriol oil, or what is called nagarmotha, and I think this note also adds some earthiness and some greenness to this fragrance. As you can see, I am putting a dent in this fragrance because I love wearing this fragrance in the evenings or just to cuddle up on the couch. Next up, it is Bruno Accampora Musk. This is a niche fragrance house from Italy. Bruno Accampora came up with their first fragrance in 1975. This is the musk oil version of the fragrance. For a long time, there was only the oil version of this fragrance, and in 2012 they came out with the Eau de Parfums and the Extrait version of the fragrance. I have used the oil version of this fragrance, I would say, for over 20 years. I love this oil so much. The only issue sometimes with the oil was that it did oxidize if you did not use it quickly enough, and when you have a huge perfume collection, sometimes this happens because you cannot use the same fragrance every day. So I was really happy when they came up with the Eau de Parfum and the Extrait version of this scent. I did buy the Extrait, however, it is leaning a lot more masculine. Bruno Accampora, all of their fragrances are unisex, and they normally are. However, the Extrait, I found this to be very masculine. It is extremely woody, and I did not use this very much. So over the Christmas holidays, I did pick up the Eau de Parfum. This is what it looks like, and when this is opened, this is the way this looks. There is a book in here with all of the different perfume oils from Bruno Accampora, and it gives you a really detailed description of the fragrances. And the fragrance, it's in here. This is tin container. And this is what the Eau de Parfum looks like. And this is the new packaging. This was the old packaging. This is the Extrait. And this is the packaging of the Eau de Parfum. And guys, the Eau de Parfum, it is closer to the oil version of this fragrance. It is more feminine. This is categorized as a woody floral musk fragrance for men and women. This is a beautiful musk fragrance with woody undertones. It is a musk fragrance like no other musk out there. If I had to choose a musk as my favorite musk fragrance, it would be Bruno Accampora Musk, especially the oil. The notes in this fragrance, it's musk, it's sandalwood, it's clove, violet, rose, and vanilla. Guys, the clove note in this fragrance, it adds a bit of warmness. This is a very, I would say, comforting scent. It really does what musk fragrances are supposed to do, but this is sexy as hell. This is a fragrance where I have received so many compliments from men and women alike. And this fragrance has been around for such a long time and it is still very popular. I think a lot of people are not aware of Bruno Accampora Musk because this is not sold in stores. It is only sold on niche fragrance websites and directly from Bruno Accampora. And it never goes on sale because there is no reason, I assume, for them to do so. This is not a clean, linear musk fragrance. There is some woodiness. There is a very, very slight, I would say, animalic note, more of an indole note. The clove adds a very special note to this fragrance. It is very hard to describe Bruno Accampora Musk. It is a fragrance that you simply have to try. Also, Bruno Accampora, they do have on their website sample sets. And what I do love about Bruno Accampora, when you order directly from them, you do get some really awesome samples. I am sniffing this. I am not spraying this on my skin because I am going out after this. And a mix of Bruno Accampora and Francesca Bianchi Unspoken Musk. This would not be a good layering of scents, but I am smelling this and this wonderful powdery musk with clove and soft woods. This is so beautiful. I can only say if you are a musk lover, or even if you are not a musk lover, but if you are a fragrance lover, this is a fragrance that you definitely must try. Like I said, they do have an Extrait, and this one here, it is a bit stronger, but it is more masculine, and for me, I prefer the Eau de Parfum version. By the way, guys, I am so excited. Bruno Accampora just launched their Musk Moka, and this version of the musk, it has coffee and musk in the opening. The heart note, it is rose, jasmine, tuberose, orange blossom and amber. And the base note, it's patchouli, vanilla and sandalwood. It is a new Bruno Accampora and I will be getting this. This was just launched this month, so this is a blind buy. It's coming, so I will be having a full review of this one for you guys. Bruno Accampora, it is a musk that you can say I measure all of my other musks to Bruno Accampora, and then I decide how much I love it. I gave this fragrance from Francesca Bianchi a 10, and yeah, Bruno Accampora, this is for me the measurement standard for musks. This is beautiful.